Hey, what's up guys? It's Sumer talking to you here. And today I will give you my first 2 cents on the Apple Watch Ultra. I've been wearing the Apple Watch Ultra for the last 2 days and I got a lot to tell you. I've been in love with this watch. Yes, in my opinion, this is the best Apple Watch ever. Yes, the best Apple Watch ever and the best value Apple Watch ever. I'm just in love with this Apple Watch, the way it looks, the way it feels on my wrist, the way it's very light, and its weight, size, case, materials, sapphire, titanium, the screen, the brightness, everything. Everything on this watch is incredible. And yes, this is the biggest jump on the Apple Watch ever. And unlike the iPhone 14, which is actually filming this video right now, and it will be the last video that we will film with the iPhone 14, unfortunately it will go back to Apple this week, on the beginning of this week. This is being filmed on Sunday. This iPhone is going away around Monday or Tuesday. This is the last video that we'll be filming with it. Next, I will go back to my iPhone 13 Pro Max. But this video, I will focus on the Apple Watch Ultra. My first experience, my first 48 hours with it. Is it worth it for a person that doesn't do extreme sports, but likes to use its Apple Watch to the extreme in terms of battery life, in terms of very long workouts that I do? For example, I did 2 strength workouts since I got this Apple Watch, and I gotta tell that I've only charged it once Friday night, and now it's Sunday afternoon and it still has a charge. I wear it throughout the night, throughout the day, worked out twice, and it still has battery life. So yes, this is very impressive. This Apple Watch is insane. And so in today's video I will tell you why, in my opinion, and after 48 hours, I'm strongly confident to say that the Apple Watch Ultra is the best value Apple Watch ever. So if you are excited for that, do not forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more coverage on the iPhone 14 against the iPhone 14 Pro Max that I have available right now on the channel. I also will have the iPhone 14 full review on my channel and also the Apple Watch Ultra. I think I will keep this watch. So no further ado, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. So, as you know, the Apple Watch Ultra launched this year for the first time. It was first introduced by Apple on the September event together with the iPhone 14s, and it was launched as the new extreme Apple Watch. According to Apple, this Apple Watch now has several features that will help you, extreme athletes, surprise and succeed in your activities with the Apple Watch. It now features double the battery life of the older Series 7 and Series 8. It features 36 hours of battery life, while the Apple Watch Series 8 only features 18. This Apple Watch with the low power mode enabled, which will be personalized to the Apple Watch in a few months coming, it will last around 60 hours. This Apple Watch is the only Apple Watch that can last throughout a marathon and throughout a triathlon. This is an excellent Apple Watch if you're gonna go diving because it still has 100 meters of waterproofing. It's insane. It's also amazing for extreme sports that like to mountain climbing because it's made of titanium and sapphire, so it's very resistant against hitting rocks. It's also incredible for those people that like to run 10, 15, 20 hours on the same run because it lasts you like insanely, it's just insane, the battery life on this watch. You also have the action button, which is very good for when you want to start workout, this timer, and you don't want to mess around with your Apple Watch while you are working out. It's also good for people that like big Apple Watches, like me. So, this Apple Watch has a lot going for it, but it starts at $800. I mean, it doesn't start at, it's the only price. You cannot configure this Apple Watch even further than this. The price is $800, tops. You can choose your band. You have 3 band options. One band, which is the Alpine Loop, is great for mountain climbing according to Apple. You also have the Velcro Loop, which is good for running, and you also have that rubberized loop, which is also good. It's not a loop, it's a rubberized band, so you go diving. So it's more for water sports, you can get wet better than these ones. This Apple Watch and this band, this has been very cool. It's not that easy to put on, not that easy to take off, so it straps to your wrist and it's very secure, very comfortable, doesn't annoy you with sweat, anything. I like this band a lot, and the green is very beautiful. The one thing that I would say that it's kind of weird is the fact that how you put on and you take it off, like the way you do it seems clunky, seems not intuitive, but I understand why. It's for the security of the stuff. Like right this way, the Apple Watch won't fall. You can be rock climbing, you can be doing anything, and your Apple Watch won't fall. While the Nike bands, they are secure, but not much secure. There have been stories, people losing their Apple Watches while doing some water sports, extreme water sports, or some mountain climbing, the Apple Watch simply falls off. While this band, trust me, it won't. The other thing is the design in general. The Apple Watch Ultra, I just think that looks amazing in my hand. I just think that it looks pretty cool. I love the way it looks. It looks rugged, it looks big. I know I don't have that much big wrists. I have a 165 millimeter wrist. I'm 1 meter and 75. So yes, I have big wrists for the size of my body, but I don't have big wrists in general. But I do think that the Apple Watch looks very well in my wrist. It's a different look. It's big. You have to like big watches. I actually love big watches. I have normal watches, not smartwatches, dumb watches, which are big also. And yes, I do love this watch. I do love the way it looks. I do think that in my wrist fits well. I do like this alpine green. I love this green. Green is my favorite color actually. And so with these accents of silver on the titanium with the alpine green look, I think that the Apple Watch just looks perfect. This is my favorite looking Apple Watch ever. Even better than my Series 4 that I had before. Those Apple Watches were cool. And even the Series 8, those Apple Watches are cool. But I think I do prefer this rugged design from the Apple Watch Ultra. Another thing that also surprised me was the display. It's the first time that I have an always-on display on an Apple Watch. My older Apple Watch was a Series 4, so I didn't have any always-on display. And I gotta tell you, I love this always-on display. Just the fact that it's always showing a watch face, it's better because a watch should be a styling piece also, not just an information piece. And though with the Apple Watch Series 4, you could have a watch face, when you turn your wrist around, it would turn off. Now, with the Apple Watch Ultra, like I know it's available since the Series 5, but now that I have it on Apple Watch Ultra, I mean, it's such a cool feature. And that's why you should not upgrade every year. Because when you do upgrade after 4 to 5 years, you will notice so many compound features that added up throughout the years that you did not upgrade, that when you do upgrade, you will feel that's a big upgrade. And that's what happened with the Apple Watch Ultra. Finally, I have an amazing battery life. Finally, I have a bigger display. Finally, I have sapphire crystal on my Apple Watch. Finally, I have an LTE option on my Apple Watch. Finally, I have an always-on display. And finally, I have a compass. So, yes, a lot of compounding features on my Apple Watch that just feel like they are good. You also have VO2 max. You also have, if I don't mistaken, oxygen blood on your blood. You also have the ECG. I think you have an ECG. Yes, you have an ECG here, but I did have it on my Apple Watch Series 4. And yes, you have the temperature sensor, which is not that much useful. But it's finally a big upgrade for the Apple Watch lineup with a new design, a bigger screen, which is 49 millimeters now. It's huge, it's bright. The max brightness is 2000 nits. It's an insane brightness, but I love it so much. This Apple Watch has been perfect for me, and I'm in love with it. Since the first time, and you can see it on the unboxing video that I made, the first time that I picked it up, I was in love with it. The first time I picked up the iPhone 14, I was like, wow, this is cool. But it looks like the iPhone 13 Pro Max. It looks the same as my old phone. While the Apple Watch Ultra was such a big change that I fell in love right away. And that's why I do love Apple products after a while. After you don't upgrade for like 3-4 years, you really notice the difference. When I first jumped from the iPhone 8 to the iPhone 12 Pro, oh my god, what a thing, what an upgrade. The biggest upgrade ever, in my opinion, for me. But when I jumped from the iPhone 12 Pro to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, not a big upgrade. Yes, I did notice the bigger cameras and better cameras. Yes, I did notice the promotion display, but the design was about the same, and so it was a big upgrade, yes, but not the biggest. And that's why I do recommend you waiting. Do not upgrade every year. Do not fall in that trap. Unless you really need it, do not upgrade it every year. I will last this Apple Watch for several years. This is not my full review, by the way. I will have a bigger review with battery life insights. Right now, what I can tell you is I charged this Apple Watch on Friday night before I went to bed. When it was 100%, I picked it up and I went to bed and I sleep tracked. Friday to Saturday night, then I worked out. At Saturday morning, I did a 2-hour strength training. Then I did a little bit more of a power walk at night. Then I went to bed. I slept again with the Apple Watch while not charging it at all. I went to bed, wake up this morning, I did another big walk, about 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers. And now it's about 5 p.m. on the Sunday and I have 19%. So I expect this watch to last me throughout the rest of the day, and maybe I will have to charge it before I went to sleep. So it's about a 2-day battery life, while the other Apple Watches, the Series 4, Series 5, Series 6, for myself, only lasted about, let's just say, 1 day maximum. So yes, this lives up to the promise of Apple saying that it will last you double the battery life of the Apple Watch. Series 8, Series 7, Series 6, Series 5, Series 4. So I'm very, very, very excited for this Apple Watch Ultra, just because, yes, it's more expensive right now. Yes, I will pay more, double actually, than I would have paid for the Apple Watch Series 8. But at the end of the day, I get the cellular option, I get a bigger screen, I get a much more durable casing. The titanium casing is much more durable. I get a more durable display which will not scratch, which was something that annoyed me a lot on my Apple Watch Series 4. At the beginning, I was like, oh, this is brand new, it's cool. Then after the first year, I had a lot of scratches and dings on my case and I was annoyed. Then the third year, it got worse. And now at last year that I had it, I was just completely pissed off with the looks of the Apple Watch. It looked old, looked scratched up, it looked used. And when you are using a styling piece like a watch, it doesn't look good on yourself. So now, yes, this Apple Watch, I'm pretty sure it will look new and good for the rest of his life, because titanium, one of the most resistant materials on earth, sapphire doesn't scratch, only breaks. So if I'm very careful with Apple Watch without banging it off or like dropping itself on the top, which I never did, then this Apple Watch will look brand new in about 5 years. And the battery life, because it has double the size as the other ones, maybe it will last me double the time without being too bad to use. Like maybe in 5 years it will only last me 1 day, not 2. But that's better than waiting 5 years and only lasting you half a day, like my Series 4 does. One thing that also surprised me on the Apple Watch Ultra was the speakers. The speakers on this watch are just ridiculous. Like if I turn on the siren, let me try to show you. It's just stupid how loud it gets. So let's see. This is stupidly loud, like it's very, very loud. I'm in a quiet room and I had to turn it off because it was hurting my ears. So yes, I do believe that somewhere where you don't have any type of assistance, if you turn it on the mountain on something, they will listen to you if they are looking for you. So cool feature from the Apple Watch. And yes, the speakers are also good for phone calls. One thing that also surprised me was the keyboard that you can swipe now and write on a bigger Apple Watch, just like you could do it on the Series 7. So yes, this Apple Watch Ultra has been very, very cool to use, and the features that it has just makes it more worth it than I thought. So yes, I think that this Apple Watch Ultra was a very good buy, and the first 48 hours with it has been insane. I did strength workouts, I did cardio workouts, and from what I can say from them is this is perfect for working out. It's light, it's very, very durable, so you don't need to worry about banging weights against it, don't need to worry about dropping it off, banging it against the door, banging it against the wall, nothing. Riding a bike is also perfect for this. So yes, I've been loving my Apple Watch Ultra. My first impressions are amazing watch, best value Apple Watch in my opinion. Ever since that Apple launched this watch, I've never looked back. I think this will be my next Apple Watch for the several years. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Apple Watch Ultra. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think that it's cool? Do you think that it's too big? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're there, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. And before I leave, I have to ask you, did you like the 2:1 aspect ratio or do you prefer the 16:9? Let me know in the comments down below that. So, this has been Tech Sumer talking to you here. Bye.